Hello and welcome back to another Gunpla review. Today we're taking a look at the high-grade build custom, apparently, Sky High Wings, which is a build divers support unit. This is kind of a different video. It's always a bit harder to figure out how to record these when it comes to accessories rather than actual, kits. Point is, these are to slap on the back of whatever kit you think they'd look good on. And let me assure you, that's definitely a lot of kits, because these look really nice, and I know with no sort of frame of reference right here, you can't really tell how big these things are, but wow, they have a presence. But before we get into a little showcase for scale, let's go over what you get and how it can be displayed. And what you get is a main core central part unit. I don't know what you want to call it. The point is, this is the part that attaches onto the back, and standard it has the now regular sort of 2-peg system that they use for pretty much every kit now, which is good. It means that there's a lot of easy compatibility for these. You don't have to cut and glue anything. Then you get 2 of these larger wings, and they are mirrored. And I have big hands, and you can see how absolutely massive these things are. They have a hinge here. Might as well go over the articulation with them as we go. That can get sort of a flappy bit. There's a swivel right here that lets you bring it up. This is on a ball joint, though I will say that I find that these do tend to come out a bit easy, though it might just be mine. There's another hinge right here, and this is on a ball joint down this way. So, whoop. See, this is what I mean about them falling out easy. And as long as you don't mess with them, it's fine. It's just when you're posing it, it can be a little bit of a pain. And you get these smaller wings, which have the exact same articulation, so I don't have to go over it again. Then you get these little connector bits, and that's so that you can attach on these little wings by plugging them in. Oop. Easy there, hinge, don't break on me. You can plug that in all the way, and then plug them into these little holes on the bottom of the central feather area. And also you get a bunch of parts to basically strap it onto the back of whatever kit you want to put it on, in case the kit you want to put it on doesn't have the standard 2-peg system. That's this one, which I'm pretty sure is for a specific kit, since it has this little block sticking out of it instead of just being flat, but it does just have a single peg for any back that uses that. Then you have these pieces, which is another one of these that just peg into those, and then it has a hole here, which I'm not really sure what that's for. I'm sure there's some way to attach it on using that. And you can take this and just plug it on here. It's not a super secure connection or anything, and this is just meant to go around the waist of a kit that just doesn't have a peg hole. I've done a little bit of testing on it, and I'm going to be honest, it doesn't work very well. Aside from it being just kind of loose, this isn't really the right shape to actually hold on to the waist of a kit properly, and so it kind of just goes burp and falls off the back. Mostly that's because all the weight is held up here, so it's a lever point right there, but yeah, it doesn't work great. And also you get this, I'll be honest, I have no idea what you could use this for. I've never... Oh! Specifically for the Magnum, because that's apparently where the plug is. Fair enough, guys. So you can just attach these smaller wings on. Honestly, I don't think this looks great. The other one's actually sort of contour onto it, so it looks a little bit more natural, whereas these just kind of look glued on. I mean, it's 3mm anyway, so if you wanted to, I'm sure you could figure out some other way to attach them, but personally, my preferred use is with the larger wings. It also helps that, they're massive, so they're a lot more imposing, and they just look better overall. The one thing these ones have over these is that the joint on these is a little bit far down the wing, so when you bend it, I don't know, it doesn't quite look right, whereas this one, when you bend it at the tip, it looks a little bit more natural. But these ones overall look better, in my opinion, anyway. I don't think I actually have any kits that I can really use these on, but I can definitely attach a couple on using these standard ones, so let's have a look at a couple of kits with this on it. Alright, and first up we have the kit that I use for the thumbnail, the Mobile Haro. As I said in the review for the Mobile Haro card here, I love how ridiculous this thing looks with the massive feathered wings on it, and yeah, oddly enough it kind of ends up working. Next up we have the Hymach, which I'm going to be honest, I just had lying around on my desk because I've been meaning to customize it for months now and I just haven't gotten around to it, but hey, this actually looks pretty good. And I went with the smaller wings on this, partially to show you how they look, and also because I thought it would look funny, and it kind of does, so. Next up we have another recent review, the entry grade RX-78. Don't mind the missing limbs, that's for something I'm planning, but here you can kind of see how large these wings are for 1/44 scale. They really do have a lot of presence. I'm pretty sure these are bigger than the Endless Waltz Wing Gundam's wings. And finally, we have my preferred way of displaying it, the Seraphim Haro. If you follow me on Twitter, you've seen this already, and if you haven't, it really is a thing of beauty, isn't it? This is absolutely ridiculous, and I am 100% keeping it like this. Also, now is a good time to show off a size comparison, so you can kind of get an idea of how big these wings are, and yeah, they're pretty sizable. So to wrap this review up, and yeah, like I said, I am keeping it like this. Yeah, these are pretty good, honestly. I recommend getting them. They look good, they're not that expensive, they're a lot bigger than I expected, which makes the price a lot more reasonable. And you can really do a lot of stuff with them. Just like, you know, they're just wings, but you know, there's a lot of stuff you can do with just wings. So if you were interested in picking these up, feel free, you won't be disappointed. But anyway, that's been all for this review. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, it helps a lot. Subscribe for future reviews and watch my backlog. Go follow me on Twitter for updates, and consider supporting me on Patreon so I can keep bringing you reviews, just like this one. And as always, until next time, happy building.